The Battle of Pease Bottom, also called the Battle of the Yellowstone, was a conflict between the United States Army and the Sioux on August 11, 1873 along the Yellowstone River near present-day Custer, Montana. The main combatants were units of the U.S. 7th Cavalry under Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer, and Native Americans from the village of the Hunkpapa Medicine Man, Sitting Bull, many of whom would clash with Custer again approximately 3 years later at the Battle of the Little Big Horn. Custer and companies of the 7th Cavalry were part of the military column commanded by Colonel David S. Stanley, accompanying the 1873 Northern Pacific Railway survey party surveying the north side of the Yellowstone River west of the Powder River in eastern Montana. Stanley's column consisted of a 1,300-man force of cavalry, infantry, and 2 artillery pieces. It traveled with 275 mule-drawn wagons and 353 civilians involved in the survey. 27 Indian and mixed-blood scouts supported the column. The Native American forces were from the Sitting Bull's village, estimated at anywhere from 400 to 500 lodges. It included Hunkpapa Sioux under Gall, accompanied by the war chief Rain in the Face, a Glarla Sioux under Crazy Horse, and many Conju and Cheyenne. On the morning of August 11th, 1873, Lieutenant Colonel George A. Custer, commander of the 7th Cavalry, was encamped with a portion of the 1873 Yellowstone expedition along the north side of the Yellowstone River at what is now known as Pease Bottom near present-day Custer, Montana. In the early morning, warriors from the village of Sitting Bull started firing at Custer's camp from across the river, and by dawn skirmishing had broken out in several locations. After Private John Duttle of Company E, 7th Cavalry was killed in the morning fighting, warriors crossed the Yellowstone River and attacked the rear of Custer's camp. The 7th Cavalry successfully defended their rear from this attack, then the warriors suddenly broke off the fight. The soldiers under Custer soon learned this was because of the approach of Colonel Stanley and the main column. During the battle, Lieutenant Charles Braden of the 7th Cavalry was critically wounded, along with 2 other privates of the same regiment. Braden's thigh was shattered by an Indian bullet and he remained on permanent sick leave until his retirement from the army in 1878.